Some of you are going to be really excited, and some of you will probably be pretty upset about this, but there is high confidence in a winter storm making its way through the Great Lakes region this week, particularly Wednesday night. The time is 4:52 p.m., and it is February 9th. Welcome to another update from Great Lakes Weather. Hopefully everybody is doing well today, and woohoo! We are getting a little excited here because, again, there's quite a bit of model agreement on the potential for snow for the Great Lakes region. Exactly where is still in question, and exactly how much still, but every model that I've looked at on the Pivotal Weather just now kind of indicates the potential for snow moving through southern Michigan, northwest Indiana, even to portions of central Michigan as well, with a synoptic system that's going to be making its way through. So we're going to dive into those models and take a good look at how things could unfold with this system, okay? So right now we're starting it at the present time, or the 7 a.m., okay? And as you progress it forward, you can see nothing really going to be happening through about, I would say Tuesday. You can see that there could be some snow that comes in across portions of extreme southern Indiana. That's not the storm we're really dealing with, though. The storm that we're going to be watching is this one that makes its way in on Wednesday, okay? So this is Wednesday at about 1 p.m., and you can see that snow is starting to filter into portions of Illinois during that time frame based on this model, okay? Again, models are going to change, but I have pretty high confidence in the potential for snow coming this week, okay? And I mean, some of the highest confidence that I've had this entire season, I guess you could say. Progressing forward, you can see that that snow does make its way through, okay, by Wednesday night, okay, this is about Wednesday at about 7 p.m. You can see that snow is pretty much overspreading northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, and southern Michigan. This is synoptic snow associated with a low pressure system that is going to be making its way through at this current time, okay? That is what we're watching with this as it continues to progress through. Now, compare that to the Euro, okay? We're going a little bit fast here, but compare that to the Euro with this, okay? And if you back it up, when this system moves through, pretty similar scenario. Progressing forward, you can see by 1 p.m., that place in northern Illinois is seeing snow. You're also starting to see snow across portions of western Michigan, northwest Indiana. And as you progress, you can see that it still lines up quite a bit with the GFS model. It's a little shift of only a few miles, but you can see the Euro model is depicting a band of heavy snow making its way across Illinois, northwest Indiana, and southern Michigan. And it shifts the snow a little bit further to the north. You can notice that northwest Ohio is actually dealing with freezing rain based on this output here. So, again, that's still in question, the exact positioning, but you can see that pretty much the models are in agreement on this system making its way through. And if you get a sounding out with this, okay, you can see where that heavy snow pocket really starts to fire off Wednesday evening into Thursday. Getting a sounding here. And let it load, let it cook. There it is, okay? You can see that your temperatures are in the 20s, and then there's a bit of a warm-up. Again, it's not going to be enough of a warm-up to melt the snow that begins to fall further up, but look at this dew point and temperature gradient here. It's very tight, okay? That means the air is going to be quite saturated, which means the snow could be falling at a pretty decent rate. Now, at the same time, with temperatures in the 20s, okay, it's going to be probably more of a powdery snow. I mean, with this pattern up here, you can see that the temperature does increase as you go further up in the atmosphere, so that could make it a little bit more of a heavier wet snow in nature. It's going to be something we just want to watch out for, but you can see that dew point and the temperatures are nice and lined up as you go higher up in the atmosphere. Nice saturated air that's going to be associated with this system based on the Euro model. So that will mean some heavy snow for this area and some pretty good snow accumulations, okay? Now, again, I'm just talking about how most models are in agreement with this pattern, and it's also pointing out the potential for another system later on into the early next week. So we're going to watch that carefully. Not going to talk about that too much just yet. But if I look at these other models here, okay, this is the Euro model, the one we just looked at, and then you compare it to the GDPS, you can see still pointing out the potential for snow. It shifts it a little bit further to the south, okay? The GFS does also shift it further to the south as well, with snow still occurring across much of Michigan, Indiana, and northwest Ohio. The icon also kind of following a similar pattern, kind of a, I guess, in between in terms of between the Euro and GFS model. You can see in northern Indiana and northwest Ohio still getting that snow. The NAM also pointing out that this snow is likely to occur across portions of Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio. The RDPS also pointing this out, and the UK model is pointing this out as well. So, as you can tell, there is some pretty high confidence in this overall pattern for snow making its way through Wednesday night into Thursday, okay? So, again, could be some snow accumulations that exceed 4 to 6 inches of snow in some spots, okay? Not really going to point out exactly how much snow everyone's going to see just yet because there's still some variables in question with regards to positioning, also with regards to the breadth of the snow. I mean, there's quite a bit of a broad spectrum of snow right here. Okay, but compared to some other models, you can see that, that it's a little bit tighter in some places, and it might influence the overall snow totals. But again, it's definitely looking like the potential for accumulating snow is there. Along with that snow, we might be dealing with some wind gusts. I mean, the wind gusts will not be that strong. I mean, wind gusts of 20 to 30 miles per hour, which again, could still cause some blowing snow, especially if that snow is a little bit powdery in nature. We have wind gusts on the lakeshore that are going to be in the around 30 to 40 miles per hour, which will impact that'll have an impact on the waves out there as well. So again, we'll be watching this as it moves through, see if we get any blowing snow with that as well. But overall snow totals we'll take a look at based on the Euro. I'm progressing it forward. You can see we start to see that accumulation start to flow in as we get into that Wednesday night into Thursday time frame. Wednesday evening, you see the snow begins to accumulate. You get about an inch by about 5 p.m. Wednesday based on the Euro model. Progressing forward, you can see that there is going to be a place within this area. Again, I'm not going to point out that these shouldn't be taken as exact snow totals just yet, but there is going to be a swath of the Great Lakes region that could see more significant amounts of snowfall accumulation, synoptic snow accumulation. So unfortunately, that southeast Michigan spot once again missing out. I'm so sorry, and it's not my choice, but you can see that this could shift a little bit further to the south, a little bit further to the north. We'll see who gets the brunt of the snow, and that positioning is the big thing that's going to be in question. So overall takeaway from this video, very short video, high confidence in a system making its way through, likely going to have some snow involved with it in portions of Michigan, northern Indiana, and possibly northwest Ohio, as well as some mixed precipitation further south. So it's going to be something you're going to want to keep in mind and maybe prep for, as this will be a widespread snow event that could have some impacts to travel over the course of the next 24 hours following that system as well. So it's good to keep in mind. Make sure to subscribe and stay updated. Also, I got to say, thank you for 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Big accomplishment, and I appreciate all of your guys' support and all the things that we've accomplished throughout this year. And I mean, just the ability to chase for you guys has been an absolute blessing, and I'm thrilled to be a part of it. So stay tuned. We might be chasing Wednesday night into Thursday. We'll have to see how things pan out. But just keep in mind that this event's on the way, and we'll keep you posted on it. Thanks for watching. See you later.